506 up on the hotel's 5th floor. She initially shared the room with a couple of people, but she was moved after just 2 days because she was reportedly acting really strange and scaring the couple. She would leave notes for them that told them to go away or go home, and she would lock the door to the room and not let them in unless they told her the correct password. Right before Lisa disappeared, she also went to a live recording of the Conan show, and she was kicked out for disruptive behavior. This brings us to January 31st, 2013, the day she went missing. That day started off seemingly normal. The only person who saw Elisa outside of the hotel that day was a local bookstore manager who said Elisa was buying books and gifts for her family. The manager described her as being outgoing, lively, and friendly, and she was wondering if what she was buying was going to be too heavy to travel back home with. At this point, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The last time she was ever seen alive was by the hotel staff. She was wandering around the lobby and at one point yelled, quote, "I'm crazy, but so is LA." End quote. Elisa then went into a restricted part of the hotel where she was asked to leave, and then she made her way towards the hotel's elevators. She then got in and was never seen alive again. What happened after this has never fully been explained. The next day, Elisa was supposed to check out of the hotel, but she never did, and her parents weren't able to get a hold of her anymore, which was really odd because she talked to them daily ever since she left home. A few days of no contact would go by before her parents really began to worry, and so this is when she was reported missing to the police. Her parents then flew out to begin searching right away. When police arrived to the Cecil Hotel, housekeeping had already cleaned Elisa's room and bagged up all of her personal belongings. The housekeeper said that the room was pretty messy, but not in a foul play type of way. There was no sign of forced entry into the room, and although messy, nothing really seemed to ring any alarm. Investigators began searching the hotel, and they even brought in tracking dogs to roam the building, and this also included the hotel's roof. The dogs only picked up on her scent from her room to an area near a window, where the hotel's fire escape was. But other than that, nothing was found, not even up on the roof. Police couldn't legally search every guest room of the hotel unless they had probable cause that a crime was committed, which at this point they didn't suspect. But it was odd that she seemingly vanished into thin air. A couple of weeks would go by before police really upped their search. Part of this investigation was combing through several hours of security footage from the hotel, and soon they were able to spot Elisa's last moments before she disappeared. But it would really only bring more questions than answers. Investigators found security footage of Elisa on January 31st, the last day she was seen alive. It showed her in the hotel's elevator, and it's about 2.5 minutes of really unusual footage. Elisa is shown here moving her body in a really weird way. It looked like she was talking to someone either not there or out of frame, and she's then seen jumping in and out of the elevator. She pushes all of the elevator buttons, but the doors don't close, and she's constantly looking out into the hallway as if someone is following her or something. At one point, she gets out, gets back in, but the doors still